Hi everyone, I'm gonna quickly go through a tutorial on how I made my ribbon flag here with the jean pocket. I'm not gonna actually make one with you, but I'm just gonna kind of go through what I did. The first thing you need to do is get a dowel rod. I had some laying around and they were way too long, I had to cut. But I think at any of your craft stores, you should be able to find them by the woodcraft section. I don't know if they make them smaller. If not, you're gonna have to cut it down to whatever size you want for your flag. And then you need to find a pair of jeans. My boyfriend's dad was throwing these away, so I just kind of snagged them. Goodwill would be a great place, or one of your thrift stores to find them. These aren't a men's pocket. It might be better so that it's a little bit bigger of a section. But then you also need to go get your ribbons. All of mine and the fabric strips I got from Hobby Lobby. It was 50% off a couple weeks ago. This is actually fabric I just cut to the length of the rest of my ribbons. So once you figure out how big you want everything to be, then you just need to cut everything the same length, obviously. You can do some different and give it some character, whatever you want to do. And then you're going to need hot glue. That's what I used. So what I did first was when I cut my jean pocket, I cut right around the seam, but then left a little bit of extra room up here so that way I could kind of roll it down the rod and glue. Back of mine's not very pretty. It was just kind of something I did for me. If I ever decided to sell them at a craft show, locally I would glue a piece of burlap or fabric here so that way it's not so messy. I didn't really take the time to measure them all the same, but that's something you could do and it would probably look a lot better than this. But once you have all that cut out, you're gonna, to your best of your ability, try to do them the same and hot glue down around the rod. I put a little bit at the top here and then a little bit down here where they touch the other piece of the ribbon. For the pieces that are kind of overlapped, I just did the burlap piece first, then put the lace over top. See, this one kind of moves. I tried to put some hot glue throughout so it held it together and wasn't moving on its own. Then again, I could have done a better job. But once you do that, you can put your twine around for your hanger. You can make this shorter, you can make it longer. All I did was put some hot glue here and wrapped it around. Then I had my mom hold this piece while I did the other side. And then that is what you get. You could have a lot of fun doing all different sorts of patterns and stuff. This was one I didn't use, but it came from Hobby Lobby. I think it was like $3 after their sale. And then I also, for my pocket, I used the Cricut and I just used the stencil vinyl and cut out my pattern and stuck it on there and took a flat stencil brush. I didn't bring that out with me, but it's just flat. And I used Walmart's acrylic apple barrel paint. I didn't use fabric paint or anything and it was fine. You just kind of need to keep your brush dry. And it should be fine if that's your way of doing it. If not, and you don't have a Cricut, you could draw them on with a fine Sharpie and then paint them in. You could do whatever works for you. But I appreciate everybody's interest in this, and it's so easy to do, and I can't wait to see everybody else's.